Hello, 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 everybody. Happy Get Crackin' on Christmas. I always have to do my little dance when I say that. I don't know why. Um, I hope you guys are all having a fabulous Thursday. Thank you so much for joining me live. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me okay and if you can hear me okay. See me okay and hear me okay. Sorry, I was a little distracted. There's quite a bit of a delay tonight. Hello, Claire. Hello, Elsie. Hi, Tracy. I am going to bring up the comments so I can see both YouTube and Facebook. Hello, Jen. Awesome. Thank you, Karen. I know, only 6 months until Christmas. See, we got to get cracking, right? Hello, Linda. Long time no see. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me. Every third Thursday of the month, I share a holiday card on my website, shirkus.com. I share it on social media. And then some night around that night, I host a live sharing with you guys how I created the card and giving you guys tips and tricks. But this is also a great time for you guys to be able to start creating your holiday cards as well. Like somebody just mentioned, 6 months, you guys, 6 months until Christmas. So we got to get cracking. We got to get cracking. I don't want to forget to mention for next month, which is July, again, I'll be posting on the third Thursday of the month. I don't know exactly when my live will be. I should have probably looked that up before tonight. I apologize. It's been a little bit crazy here in the Creative Chick Studio, but we are going to be hosting a Christmas in July sort of fun. There are going to be a lot of different giveaways and some fun things coming up. So make sure you stay tuned and hopefully you'll be joining me in July as well. You're welcome, Melanie. Thanks for spending your time with me. All right, I am going to go ahead and flip the camera so that we can see what we are going to be making tonight. So, if you don't already know, hello, my name is Jen Shirkus, and I am addicted to all things snowflakes and snowmen, unless they're real life snowflakes or snowmen. On paper, I love them. Out in the real world, no thank you. So it's very hard for me to say no to a cute snowflake set or a cute snowman set. So I have this set here from Hero Arts. It's been in my stash for a little bit of time. I hadn't inked it up yet until I made my cards for this week. And it is the color layering snowflake set from Hero Arts. I do have all of the supplies that I used on my cards linked over on my website. I pinned a link on YouTube, and in the caption of the video on Facebook, you can find it there as well. I'm going to do some quick rearranging real quick, you guys. Don't mind me. I wasn't thinking about comments tonight, so bear with me for 2 seconds. All right, there we go. So if you head over to my website, shirkus.com, you will see that I have listed all of the supplies that I used. And what I used on these cards is Distress Oxides. Distress Oxides have a really great pigment property to them. So they stamp really nice, solid images, and they layer the colors really well. I did not do any water reactive or anything like that with the oxides, but whenever I'm doing solid stamping, I often use my oxides. So I have all of the colors listed over on my website. So you guys can see here, I did a really fun pink combo. And of course, I glittered all of the things and added some bling. And then we're going to do this tonight as well, but I did some more like one layer cards. I mean, the gems kind of make them not one layer, but one layer cards. And each of these color combos, again, are distress oxides, and they are listed over on my site. So here's like a fun red combo. We've got a teal combo, a blue combo, and a purple combo. I was having a little bit of trouble with my shaded lilac ink pad, and I think I just need to get a new one. So, but I've got those combos all listed. Each snowflake has 3 different colors to them. So really kind of fun. It was fun to switch up the colors of the gems and obviously sparkle and all of that jazz. But what I thought I would do tonight, that's a great resource that's over on my site. But what I thought I would do tonight is play with some of the positively saturated inks from Simon Says Stamp. I've been playing with these since last fall. I do not have the need to get all of the company's ink pads. But I was really intrigued. I got a few of these in one of Simon Says Stamp's card kits. I started playing with them, and I just love, love, love the coverage you get from them, the brightness. And so anyways, I thought I would play with these tonight so that you can get a little bit more knowledge than what I already shared on my blog. Total disclaimer. Show me you've been making Halloween projects, or tell me you've been making Halloween projects without telling me you've been making Halloween projects. So I've got very inky fingers. It's been a really busy day here in the studio, and I apologize for that, but you got to get things done, right? So let's see if I missed any comments. Awesome, awesome. Facebook looks like it's captioning the text. That's so great, Alana. Hello, Libby. Hi, Brianne. I knew you would love the purple, Jen and Karen. Yay. All right. Yes, that's just a given that I love all the mermaid things. I just think it's so funny that I love snowflakes and snowmen, but I really despise winter. So I am going to do a couple different cards tonight. I'm going to try to accomplish a rainbow snowflake. We'll see about that. And then I thought we would do a pretty teal combo because, Jen Shirkus, that's what I do. Danielle has had a crazy day. She can't think straight, so she's just Copic coloring. Danielle, I think that sounds perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So the color layering set comes with 3 snowflakes that you can use on their own or layer together. Comes with the fun little snowflakes here that you could use to stamp a background, and some really fun sentiments. You can also get the coordinating die set. That's what I use to be able to make this really 3D snowflake like on the pink one. But the set is also awesome to, like I said, just layer it and have it be one layer, and no die cutting needed, which this is really great for a quick holiday card. These, I was thinking about it as I was making them. It really did not take a long time. I just set up the first stamp and stamped all of the cards on its first layer, obviously cleaning the stamp in between. Then I set up the second stamp, stamped the second layer, and then I set up the third stamp and did the third layer. So, yeah, perfect. Tracy, I think that you are amazing because I think it's you that every time I go live, you always remind people to like the video over on YouTube, um, and subscribe to my channel. I really, really appreciate that. Bonnie says, rainbow and teal, surprise. I know, right? You're so surprised by that. But look, I did some traditional colors over here already. So I figured I would switch it up and see what we can accomplish tonight. All right, let me know in the comments if you guys are creating tonight. I know Danielle said that she's just going to focus on some Copic coloring. Let me know if you're creating or if you're just watching. Remember, I think that these lives are not only great to join me and learn something, but they're also great to give yourself some time to start working on your holiday cards. I was live with Kelly Marie on the L'Enfant channel. What night was that? I'm already forgetting. Was that just no, Tuesday night? Gosh, everything's blurring. And we did a free Create With Us class, and then live tonight, and then tomorrow I am teaching all day for Just Add Glitter. I'm so excited. All right, Laura's making thank you cards. That's awesome. Meg's going to try to put some cards together at some point this week. Woo, woo, woo. Doing some prep work. Cheryl's just listening and watching. It was a long day. No worries. All good. Awesome. Heidi's going to go with maybe some pink snowflakes tonight. I love it. Yeah, Tuesday does feel like a million years ago, Sharna. I'm glad I'm not alone in that. Yeah. Yes, this is the mini Misty, and it is the new one, actually. I wasn't going to get the new one, but some of the people that were helping me kit for some of my classes and events didn't have a Misty, and so I was letting them use mine, and so I treated myself to the new one. All right. Awesome. Linda's watching now, crafting later. That sounds great. I think I had a pretty late night last night. I think tonight's going to be another late night. Trying to get all of this stuff done. My dad is actually coming to the Cape to visit for Father's Day, and so trying to get a lot of work done so I don't have to do any work when he's here. So again, I'm using the Positively Saturated inks. These are from Simon Says Stamp. This is a seafoam color. You can buy the ink pads separately, but what's nice is they do come in trios, so it kind of takes away the guesswork if you do want coordinating colors. What's also really nice is one end is already labeled for you. So if you put them on your wall like I do, and you don't have time to label, which I don't, that's already done for you. These pads are a foam pad, but what I like about them is that they're not overly saturated. You still get a great coverage from them, but they're not super messy, which makes me happy. So you can see first impression, really pretty. I really don't even need to go back and do it again, but I'm gonna, just because, why not? Just add a little bit more ink and go one more time. Sharna got her holiday card done for Get Crackin'. Yes. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, and I know that the stories come over on Facebook, but they're just not the same. If you follow me on Instagram, what I do is I link to my crafty friends who are posting their holiday cards at the same time as me. So, I'm trying to think of my words and think about what I'm doing because I'm making up a whole new card. I don't really have a plan tonight, which this could be disastrous with the way the week is going. But anyway, so my crafty friends are posting cards today as well, and I link to them on my website, but I also share them in my Instagram stories. That's what I was getting to, and Sharna is one of those people. Libby says, I have so much to do, but she's currently getting nothing done because she's in her car watching her son's soccer practice. Well, some things are just important to do, Libby, and that is totally okay. All right, so I'm going to try to multitask and do 2 cards at once. So I did the first layer on a stitched rectangle. This is the Distress White Heavy Stock. And so that's going to be card 1. And now I'm going to stamp some of the layers to try to do a rainbow card. The reason why I'm struggling with the rainbow part is there's only 3 dies to this. So I'm trying to decide what 3 colors I'm going to use on my snowflake for the rainbow. So anyways, thinking out loud. I'm going to start with Sweets as the first layer. Oh, Tracy, you have an awesome question. She says, I always see people talking about starting their Copic marker collection. I so wish there was a clear way to start purchasing them from start to finish to have a full collection. I want to start my collection. Any tips or ideas? So what I'll tell you first, Tracy, is not to feel overwhelmed and feel like you have to have them all. Now, I know there's a lot of people that have full set syndrome and they just want to have them all, and that's totally okay. But I would say that you don't need them all. I've been coloring with Copics for over 15 years now, and I do not own them all. But as far as a list to get started, I have a Copic 101 blog post on my website, and I share the top 50 colors that I use the most. So it doesn't mean you have to buy all 50 at once, but you will pick colors off of that list, and I think it's a very, very good way to start. I also share in the Copic 101 blog post my way of 2 color blending, and then I share my favorite 2 color blends from those 50 markers. So Tracy's over on Facebook. If any of my Janabled friends know the link to that Copic 101 blog post and want to put it in the comments on Facebook and YouTube, that would be super helpful. But you also can just search my name, Jen Shirkus, and search Copic 101 in Google, and I believe it'll come up. Or you can send me an email and I can send you the link that way as well. So Jen says to do pink, yellow, and blue. So let's do that. So let's see. It looks like, so how do these ink pads compare to Distress Inks or Lawn Fawn or Pink Fresh? So Lawn Fawn and Pink, and I believe Pink Fresh inks, I have their cubes. I don't have their full-size pads, but they are a felt pad, not a foam pad. Okay, so that's a big difference right there. And I don't know like enough about the ink formulation, but I will tell you, I feel like I'm much more successful ink blending with these positively saturated, more so than my Lawn Fawn or even my Pink Fresh, which I actually ink blend a lot with Pink Fresh inks, but I think it's much easier to ink blend with the positively saturated. Thank you, Brienne, for linking in Facebook, the Copic 101 blog post. I appreciate that. So that's the big difference. These are both water-based dye inks. But the positively saturated inks do have some water reactive properties. So hopefully that answers your question. They are a little different, but they're not as extremely different like if you were to compare Lawn Fawn inks and Distress inks. Amy had a really good idea. She said I could put 2 colors on each snowflake and blend lightly to get my full rainbow. And Amy, I think that is an amazing idea. And if I was a bit more well rested tonight, I would probably attempt that live. But I went to bed at 2:30 in the morning and it's been a busy, busy week. So I'm going to try to keep it simple and see what we come up with. All right. So that is Sunbeam. It's a light yellow. And then real quick, just going back to Copic markers, which it's funny because I'm not coloring with Copics tonight, but out of if you look at the 50 list, I would just think about what you want to color next. Like, what is the stamp set you just bought? What season are you going into? And pick colors from that. So we're in summer. Maybe you're making some beachy cards. You definitely want to get your teals and your blues. Or maybe you're ahead of the game and you're already starting fall cards. So you want to get your oranges and your yellows. But that's how I would start. Or maybe you're going to get cracking on Christmas and you should get your reds and your greens, unless you're me and hardly ever use reds and greens on your holiday cards. So I think, you know what? I think I have a plan. I think I'm going to, let me actually stamp a couple colors with these last 2. So then when I get them die cut, I can see if I like them one way or another. Okay? All right. Somebody just said they're not very light-handed. I am definitely not light-handed. I have a very heavy hand. So I will say the Positively Saturated inks, they just came out with today new purples and new grays. I'm very excited. I ordered them all. But what I do feel it's lacking is a good bright orange. This is grapefruit, which is a beautiful color, but not necessarily my number one color to use for an orange in a rainbow, honestly. So I'm hoping for some oranges, maybe in the fall. And Brienne made a good comment too about Copics, is if you start taking my online Lawn Fawn classes, you can start to just pick the colors that we're using in class, and then it is not as overwhelming. Because you're picking out colors with a purpose. And I think those of you that are joining me tonight that do take a lot of my classes will agree with me. I tend to use the same colors over and over and over again. Carla says, if you're taking a Gen class, you need the BGs. Yeah, you do. And you probably should just get a refill from the start. All right. Which just reminded me, I want to make sure I refill my markers for tomorrow's class, because one of our techniques that we're doing with them uses a lot of ink, and some of mine need a little bit of juice. Right, Libby? All the purples and all the grays. So let's see. Pink, orange, yellow, or pink, yellow, blue. Oh, whoops. I don't know why I'm taking that off. Just to move it. All right. Bear with me, you guys. Like I said, I'm going off script. Instead of just making the card that I have on my blog today, I thought I'd use the same set and give you a whole nother idea, because you guys can check out my blog and see all the color combos I already did with this set. You're welcome. All right, so we've got pink, yellow, blue, or pink, orange, yellow. All right, that's good. Now let's get back to our first card we started. Clean. Oh, yay. Sally says she just got her shirts and sweatshirts. She loves them and she hopes I keep designing more. Awesome, awesome. I'm so glad that you like them. Those of you guys that don't know, I restocked my, well, as Brienne would say, my shirk merch. Some really fun crafty gear, long sleeve shirts, t-shirts, hoodies, zip up hoodies, which honestly, the zip up hoodies are life. I very rarely go a day without wearing a zip up hoodie. Even in the summer, it's great to throw on if you are a little chilly where you are because maybe the air conditioning's blasting. But yeah, I have to say this snowflake seems easy to line up, but then if you look closely at my stamping, some of them aren't perfectly lined up, but I'm actually okay with it because we're going to add some glitter, of course, and that just makes everything look great. All right. If I miss any of your questions, make sure you just ask them again because I am keeping up with the questions on both Facebook and YouTube, so I could possibly miss something. BG is a color family, Tracy, so it's a blue-green. And so often in my classes, we use BG 11, BG 13, and BG 32. Brienne. Oh, I was teased by my last name by people saying those two words together. Teased in school. Ooh, this is so pretty. I love how bright this teal combo is. Look how gorgeous, you guys. That's so pretty. I'm going to put a little bit more ink down here. I feel like I have ink pads that I've had for 100 million years and I've never had to re-ink them, but I do feel with this foam type pad, I feel like that's an ink pad that I will end up needing to re-ink. Oh, yay, Danielle. So if you guys get your shirk merch in the mail, a ton of orders went out on Monday. So I know some of you are starting to get them. I love, love, love to see that you got them, but also just to see your smiling faces wearing it. It makes me so happy. So make sure you share a selfie, tag me in it, use the hashtag Shirkus Products. So the snowflake, like I said, is pretty easy to line up. What I'm looking at as I spin it, what I'm looking at on the stamp is the in-betweens by the center. Let me zoom in and show you. And I don't know if Libby's still here. She might have a better way, but I'm looking at these little like points, the white points towards the center, and those are cut out from the stamp. So it makes it fairly easy to see if you've kind of got them fit in the right spot. Yes, Hero Arts is the stamp company. No need to apologize, Libby. Yeah, this is such a nice bright teal. I had a feeling it was going to be, and that's why I just knew I needed to do it. I missed what Jen Nickerson said. So Jen Nickerson, Brienne is my friend that I told you who has never seen the ocean. So I told her she does have to come to the Cape and visit us so that we can let her have a little mermaid time. Hi, Tracy. So Libby said what I'm doing is perfect. She says, I always look for some sort of roadmap on the images when layering. Awesome. All right. I was just making sure I wasn't. Sometimes I feel like I do things the difficult way. And then I see how somebody else does it. And I'm like, oh, why didn't I think of that? But for those of you guys that don't know, my friend Libby works for Hero Arts and she's amazing. She is my trade show bestie. So I was just making sure I wasn't missing any good tricks. But look at this beautiful, vibrant teal snowflake. Now, if I were going to make a stack of snowflake cards, like I said, I would have done all the top, all the bottom layer, all the middle layer, and then all the top layers. Like boom, boom, boom. Very quick, very easy. Love, love, love. Okay. Let's die cut our rainbow snowflakes and see what we can accomplish. I'm going to try to die cut with my mini die cut machine, although this one might be a little too big for that, but we're just going to do a double pass because I didn't think to get out my big die cut machine for tonight's live, because why would I do that? Why would I do that? Like, think ahead, plan ahead. All right. So we're just going to cut these into sections so that they'll go through the die cut machine. So tomorrow is my Just Add Glitter online class. I am teaching it on a Friday. This is my last scheduled class until fall. But the beauty of that is all of my online classes are available whenever you want to take them. So this will be a perfect time that you guys can catch up on any of the classes that maybe you purchased and you didn't get a chance to take. Or maybe you want to try one out. Fun, fun, fun. All right. So let's go ahead and I need some of my tape. Hello, Melissa. Thanks for popping in. No worries about being late. Yeah, this week was a busy live week, Libby. On top of some major deadlines. Because, you know, I'm crazy like that. I knew going into June that this would be my last class of the summer. My dad's coming this weekend, and I just wanted to start to clear my schedule for a little bit of mermaid time, right? So I'm using the Spellbinders Best Ever Craft Tape. I am stocking it in my online shop. This is what I use to hold on the dies. And what I love about it is that it holds them really well, but you can reuse the tape over and over and over. You can most certainly use washi tape or Post-it tape, but I find you kind of don't get as many uses out of it. So even though I have a trillion rolls of washi, I just like how I feel like I'm getting more use out of this roll of tape. All right, I'm just lining the dies up, which is a little tricky on the live, the way I have to sit. So you can go to, Cheryl was asking how you can find out about my classes. If you go to shirkus.com, my website, and click online classes, you will find all the ones that I offer there. And if you have any questions, you can always send me an email and ask. Oh gosh, I'm on the big TV for candy. That always makes me nervous. Libby says I really should have just made all the snowflakes purple. I know. Oh yeah, Halloween, working on Halloween. You got to do it. So I'm noticing my comments are bouncing back to new comments and then old comments. So if you said something to me 15 minutes ago and I'm just answering you now, don't mind me. Oh my gosh, look how cute this snowflake is. How cute. So cute. So we're going to use this die again. Oh boy. Yellow ink, white paper, tired eyes. Oh my gosh, I think I actually got it down pretty good right away. I thought that was going to be a lot harder. A lot harder. Yes, Danielle, it is time for you to come back to Crop on the Cape. I agree. I agree. Jen, my friend Jen, Miss Nickerson, who is commenting on YouTube, she hosts the games. She does an amazing job. Hopefully Libby will be back teaching Hero Arts classes again. And maybe I can say more than 5 words to her when she comes back. It was so busy kind of getting back into the swing of things of in-person events. But she's used to that because she's my trade show bestie. So yeah, the Create With Us classes are so fun. Those are our free mini classes that we do. If you liked those, then I think you would love my online classes as well, which they're not free, but they're very affordable. Yes, these Simon inks are water reactive. Somebody had asked. I haven't played with them a ton in that way, so it's possible. And I've seen my friend Nina Marie do some really cool stuff with them like that, but I'm not one to chime in about that just yet. I tend to grab my distress inks for that stuff. It's just like, you know, the way my brain works, but they are. Yay, we have somebody else who just got their hoodie. Mary Lou, post a picture with you in it. Post a picture. Yeah, that would be pretty, like a warm snowflake with hot pink and orange and yellow. But we're going with what we've started. Going with what we started. All right, this big mama, I'm probably going to have to put through twice. Or I could just reach for my Spellbinders machine, which I might do so I don't mess it up. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just going to grab my big die cut machine that I had just taken off of my desk. Because, you know, my brain is not thinking clearly. All right, we got to get rid of this guy on YouTube. Yeah, the Spellbinders tape is great. I literally use it until it almost disintegrates. So this is actually my very first roll I got, and gosh, I don't know. We'd have to go back and look at my videos to see how long I've been using a yellow tape and not a purple tape, but it lasts a long time. Oh yeah, Melissa. So I am live on YouTube and Facebook. So I'm commenting to all the things, and I apologize if I'm not saying the comments out loud and then answering them, because that could get really confusing. All right, look at this. So we were thinking, I'm kind of feeling like this, and then doing green and blue on the background. That's what I was thinking. I know that my friend Jen said to do this, which is very pretty. I like it. But I think I'm going to go with this. So then we can stamp the other rainbow colors on the background. All right, moving on. So that's what we're going to do. Making a decision, and I'm sticking with it. I know my nails have been naked all week because I haven't had a chance to paint them, but I'm for sure, whatever I'm painting them, I'm putting pink goldfish on the top. If you guys did not see my Instagram stories, pink goldfish for Olive and June nail polish was a limited edition color that they came out with, I think like last November, but not everybody could get it. So I remember I posted one manicure with it, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, where can I get that color? And I felt so bad. So I haven't even used the polish. But now it's available again. So go order it. It's a light sheer iridescent. And what's cool about it is you can use it on its own or use it on top of a polish to change the look of it. It's very, very cool. All right, so we've got pink, orange, yellow. So we are going to only do 2 layers. We're going to do green and blue. So I'm going to use the medium snowflake and the small snowflake. So we're going to start with the medium. So if you're wanting to try new ink pads, what I always tell people to do is I really think if I didn't design for any companies, I wouldn't get a full set of one brand. I would get a rainbow of colors from different brands that are my favorite colors. So I think Lawn Fawn has some really great teal inks. So I would get all Lawn Fawn teal. But I like Simon Says Stamp has a color called like Hot Mama. That's a beautiful pinky red. I would get Hot Mama. Hero Arts has some good colors. So I would like mingle in all the brands and get a really nice variety of rainbow colors. That's what I would do if this wasn't my full-time job. Will we see you in glitter nail polish for tomorrow's class? Oh, Melissa, I hope so, but no promises. I hope so, but no promises. Class starts at 11, right? 11 my time. There's a possibility that that can happen. Brianne, are you talking about the pink goldfish polish when you just said there hasn't been a time you've ordered something so quickly before? I'm just seeing some of your comments, so I'm laughing. Thank you, Melissa. I would have been on time, obviously. I would have been able to check my own list. But yeah, since it's 11 my time, there's a good chance I can throw on at least a coat of glitter polish, even if I don't do the whole manicure correctly so that it lasts a week. Gotta have glitter on my nails, right? For Just Add Glitter class, gotta do it. Ooh, don't be obnoxious. That's not obnoxious, Libby. Libby just said, I'm going to skip what she said about herself because that's not true. But Hero Arts is doing a color week next week with a new ink and cardstock revamp. That sounds exciting. If Libby had anything to do with it, that means there's going to be a million purples. Yay, I'm glad you got pink goldfish, Brienne. Did you get the other mini iridescents? I ordered those. I needed them. All right, so everybody's going to have to check Hero Arts' website next week and their social media. That sounds really fun. So what I'm doing, you guys, this is the medium snowflake. I'm going around and adding some green snowflakes. Then we're going to do a teal top layer. Sorry for my purple fans. There's not going to be purple on my rainbow tonight. And I'm going to blame Simon Says Stamp for it since they just came out with the purples. I don't really have any purples in this kind of ink, so it's not my fault. Libby says that for Hero Arts, there might be a new purple cardstock, and she's not mad about it. All right, and I'm going to do one more stamp over here in the corner. Oh, Brienne. When Brienne was shopping Olive and June nail polishes today, she said, what would Jen do? And so she bought all the new shimmery ones. I can't think of what they're called either, and I just posted about it. It's like something to do with underwater mermaidiness. You guys, the fact that I'm even just coming up with new card designs right now live, it's a Christmas Day miracle. All right, so we've got our greens, and now we are going to stamp our teals. I am going to do a bit of a lighter teal. Oh my gosh, Melissa, what a wonderful prize. She won all the cube inks for Heroes Reactive Inks. That is awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. All right, so I am lining these guys up. Like I said, I look at those little empty spaces as the snowflakes come together. And I have a few teals over here. I'm trying to think. I'm going to try Seafoam, and if it's not bright enough, I'm going to go over it again with Surf. I'm going to use 2 magnets because I'm kind of working in the middle and I don't want my thing to move. Ugh, my comments are bouncing around really weird, repeating itself. Danielle says, isn't it amazing? We can blame Jen for all of our shopping. So this snowflake was a little off, I think, because I moved my paper and didn't recheck my positioning, but I'm okay with it. It's all good. It's a background. I do like the color, so I'm not changing that. Yeah, all of you guys that are dealing with very hot temperatures, we're not quite there yet here on Cape Cod. It actually was a little chilly today, as you guys all throw eggs at me. But we will have our humidity soon enough. Hopefully I'll be in full-fledged mermaid time by then. I'll still be working, of course, but I can go to the beach for a few hours and then come back to my studio. Oh, I can't wait. I don't think it is called Rainbow. Oh, maybe it is, Jen. Rainbow Goldfish Collection. You probably know because you just looked at my stories. Maybe that's why I was thinking of fish. The names of the individual shimmer polishes from Olive and June are oceany names, like starfish and stuff like that. So Tracy has another good question. You're just full of great questions tonight, Tracy. She says, how do makers like ourselves that are not professional people like you learn about all the new products and colors? And then she says, just through classes and social media. Are there any other ways? I loved when there was actual scrapbooking stores. Yes, I know. So I would say, Tracy, that yes, the best way to learn about new things is whoever your favorite makers are or companies to make sure that you subscribe to their email newsletters and follow them on social media. I'm a big advocate for signing up for email newsletters because you will not see everything posted on social media because of algorithms. So definitely sign up for email newsletters. Like I have an email newsletter. So the companies that I design for, like Lawn Fawn and Tim Holtz and Simon Says Stamp and Pink Fresh, I will always share what I'm making with them. And then definitely taking classes, even online classes, helps you learn about new products. I just did an online art retreat where some products were sent to you, and that's a really great way to learn new companies as well. So hopefully that answers your question. I'm not going to lie, guys, this blue-green combo is gorgeous. I love it so much. So pretty. If you guys don't know me by now, I love a good non-traditional holiday card color combo. You will find that I do that a lot on my Get Krakens. You're welcome, Tracy. Thank you for all the fun questions. Hopefully you'll head over to my website and subscribe to my email so that you'll be back again with all your great questions. All right. So now that is done, Jen's on it with the information on the Olive and June polishes. Thank you, Jen. Baby starfish, mermaid hair, that's so Ursula, my little sea pony, and shell phone bling. I love it. The names are so fun. I knew they were fun. I just couldn't remember what they were. Yes, they are all iridescent, but they each have their own like hue to them. So like the starfish is orange, pink goldfish is pink. All right, let's see how this looks. Ooh, look at our rainbow. Look, look, look. We're getting there, you guys. So let's go ahead and stamp some sentiments. So I'm going to start with our one layer card over here. And so there's a lot of fun sentiments. Happy winter, sending snowflake wishes, Merry Christmas, let it snow, and you sparkle. So I'm going to stamp you. I'm going to stamp Merry Christmas on this teal one. And I'm going to let it kind of overlap the snowflake a little bit because I'm going to use a nice, good black ink. I'm going to use my VersaFine Onyx Black. Oh, yay. Hi, Anna Maria. We were just talking, well, you've been with us. You've been working on Father's Day cards. We were talking about crop on the cape. Speaking of Father's Day cards, I have not made one yet. I might have to pull something from my stash. Hopefully my dad isn't watching and hearing the fact that I haven't made him a card yet. So see how pretty it looks layered like that? Simple, simple, you guys. Doesn't always have to be complicated. All right, and now on our one over here, I'm going to figure out the snowflake's going to go about here. I think for this one, I'm going to do You Sparkle. And we're going to tuck it over here. Sorry, I'm off camera. Let me back up. There we go. Sorry, guys. Just let me know if I go off camera. Sometimes I lose track of where I am. So again, I'm stamping with that VersaFine Onyx Black ink. Stamps really nice, crisp black images, sentiments. It's my favorite for sentiments. I'm so sorry for your loss, Melissa. I know Father's Day and Mother's Day and holidays in general can be really hard for some people. And I know I have some holidays that are hard, and I will be thinking of everybody who will be thinking of their dads. I'm very thankful that I still get to do stuff with my dad. All right, so we're going to put this guy together. But before we do that, we need to glitter all the things. Yes, embossing the sentiment would have been really pretty. I do think the black without embossed is bold and striking enough with the colors that I used. So I am using my beloved Quickie glue pen and Lawn Fawn Prismaglitter. And the beauty of when you use an iridescent glitter, just like a pink goldfish nail polish, is you don't have to be perfect with your application of it. I'm just scribbling my glue tube here and there on the snowflake, doing a little bit at a time because it does dry quick. But you can see half of the snowflake is blinged out. And it's just so pretty. I cannot make a holiday card without some sort of sparkle. Can't do it. You guys will see when I send in my makes to Tim, they often will have glitter on them, especially the holiday ones. Just gotta have it. All right. So we got one layer. Glittering, this is what you've been waiting for, Libby. So the thing about the Quickie glue pen is you can get really nice detail, but it does dry quick. So I'm working fairly quickly, but I'm only going to do like 2 or 3 arms of the snowflake at a time, just so that glue doesn't dry on me before I get the glitter on it. But the beauty of it is once you get the glitter on here, it's not really going to smear, and there is no dry time like when you use stickles. Aw, such sweet memories, Melissa. It's so hard when we lose people in our life, but it's good to think of the positive. Or at least try to. I'm not hating on stickles. It's just you cannot get you would not be able to get the detail with stickles, and you'd have to do it at the very end once the whole card was assembled, or you'd have to put the stickles on the layers and let them dry overnight and then put your card together. I just love this instant gratification. Done. Look how pretty. So pretty, right? Now, everybody tells Simon Says Stamp that they better be coming out with a good orange, good bright orange for the fall. I like that grapefruit color, but I would like a more orangey orange. Please and thank you. So let's see what else is going on. Don't forget, you guys, new distress color is being announced on Saturday. Tim Holtz will be live on his YouTube channel. So be sure to check that out. It's always exciting, speaking about colors, to see what color he just thinks we need to have. He always tends to know. No, it is not bad, Meg, that you're going to hint to your boyfriend that you want a sweatshirt from my shop. That's perfect gift giving right there. My dad is not trailering the car, Jen. He drives it down. He is bringing down his car for the car show. Oh my gosh, is that seriously true, Melissa, that this is their last? I think Nina was telling me that they had 60 colors figured out, but I don't know. I can't see my ink storage container because my wheelie cart is blocking it. I don't know. I'll have to text Nina and ask her. Ugh, that guy is back again. All right. The one thing about being live on YouTube is you get a lot of weirdo comments. Oh no. Well, I guess I'm not going to get my orange then, huh? I wonder what Laura Fedora thinks about that. Oh, her rainbow goodness that she creates. I love all the colors. I just feel it's lacking a traditional orange or a bright orange. All right, I'm almost done glittering. This last layer is a lot, like it's very big. So it's taking me a little bit longer. I'm not bothering to glitter the center because this one is going to get layered on top. That's another reason why your glittering doesn't have to be perfect, because there's going to be lots of layers. All right, and then I'm just going to add some glitter to this top layer. So when I'm adding glitter to a piece that is really big, like this is a whole card front, I'm not going to dip this whole thing into the glitter because that would get messy really fast. So I use the cap to the pen on the back of it like a scoop, and I just bring some glitter up to where I placed it on my card, and then I tap it off. And I always tap it with the pen because then you're tapping a hard surface to a hard surface, and you're more apt to get that cling to fall off. If you tap it with your finger is a soft surface, it doesn't work as well. And I never, ever, ever touch the glitter with my hands, except there's always an exception to the rule, right? When I'm using chunky glitter and I want to kind of sporadically put chunky glitter, but never Prisma glitter. I never touch it. Well, I touch it for carnival when I'm putting it on all my friends for parade. Which one, Meg, did you show him? Just curious which your favorite shirt or sweatshirt is. It's been really fun to see what people are choosing to buy. There's a lot of choices. I actually, after this restock, I probably will narrow down my choices a bit just because of space. It's hard to stock all the sizes and all the different kinds that I have going on. But I had a hard time making a choice, so that's why we have so many choices. Look how pretty. Sparkle, sparkle. All right. Take a sip of water for a second, and then we are going to put some bling on these. I know, right? As I'm saying, I never touch glitter. I'm thinking of the times I've been like blowing glitter on people at carnival. All right, so for these layered snowflakes, I'm going to glue the orange layer flat to the pink layer. So I'm just using a little bit of Lawn Fawn glue tube. This will hold on to all the bits that I just glittered really well. And I'm just going to hold it in place for a minute just to get that wet glue to set on the glitter. Any chance of a glitter all the things hoodie in purple? So possibly, Melanie, but probably not for a while because I have a lot of stock right now. But the problem is the long sleeves, the hoodies, the zip up hoodies, the t-shirts that I'm offering are all ones that I have personally owned and worn for a number of years. And I think they wear really well. They wash really well. I feel like they fit really well. And then I am dealing with, what colors are available in those specific styles. And then on top of that, we're dealing with supply chain issues, which every industry is dealing with it. But the shirts, even this time, some shirt colors that I wanted were out of stock. So, but there's a chance. I know you guys love your purple. I do have that V-neck purple shirt. Hello, Joy. So I'm using the foam strips. These things are life. I love them. I have them in black and white available in my online shop, but I am using them to pop up the top layer of the snowflake. As much as I like to glitter all of the things, I also like to pop up all of the things. So having these strips has been really awesome for smaller, skinnier bits. So if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. You can also click the little bell so that you'll get alerted when I'm live. If you go to my Get Crackin' on Christmas blog post, there's a phone number you can text so you get an alert 15 minutes before I go live. And if you're watching over on Facebook, you should search for my Creative Chick Studio Share Facebook group and join that so you can see not only what I share, but a lot of other crafty people, including you, can share what you're making in that group as well. I'll have to look again. If you guys have requests for gear, send me an email. I might not reply to your email, but I'll file the email away for next time that I place an order. But it is going to be a while, like fall, winter, before I even place another order. But let me know your wishes. I will do my best, but no promises. But I'll never remember what everybody wants. So this last little layer I'm popping up, like I said, with foam. Oh my gosh, so cute. And then the last thing we're going to do is or actually two things. So for the backers of these, I just used a variety of Lawn Fawn colored cardstocks. So let's see if I have any down here in my drawer ready to go that will match my cards. For this one, I think Lawn Fawn Rainforest will work really, really well. So what I have to the right of me in a drawer, I have a file folder drawer, and I keep file folders, and on the labels, I list the Lawn Fawn colored cardstock, and in the file folder, I'll keep big scraps, not small scraps, big scraps, and then I'll also keep already cut A2 panels ready to go. And honestly, when I redid my room, when I moved back to Cape Cod, this is one of the best things I ever did. Because I use it so much. But yeah, that Rainforest cardstock's perfect. For this one, I think I'm going to do a quick ink blend on edges in rainbow colors so that we can have rainbow edges. I just realized I didn't put my main snowflake on my card. Let me grab some foam squares for that. Yeah, black would be pretty, or even just white, honestly, to keep it simple. But I'm going with the monochromatic look tonight. I'm being really good. I'm using my little dish to put my little pieces in. Don't look at this mess up here, but for my little foam square pieces. Cute. Okay. So now let me just quickly ink blend the edges to get a little rainbow action going on here. So I'm still going to use the same ink pads, the positively saturated ink pads, blending tool, and of course my ink stands to keep my ink pads in place. We'll do a lot of yellow, and then we'll just overlap. We will overlap pink and teal to get our orange and our green. Since these are translucent inks, it'll work really nicely. And then I can avoid my problem with the orange ink pad. I cracked myself up. I'm just using a mister with some rubbing alcohol just to quickly clean off my table. My table is made out of glass, so I just ink blend right on that surface. Makes for a really nice ink blend. Oh, thank you, Danielle. She was saying that the brands of shirts that I carry are the same ones that they use in their restaurant, and they last a really long time in a restaurant. So yeah, That's a good shirt for sure. So I'm bringing the teal up from the bottom into the yellow to get my green. I do this a lot. Only use 3 inks to get a rainbow. We're only going to see the very little bit of the edge, so I'm not too worried about what the center looks like at all. Did I put it on the wrong side? Probably, Brienne. Does it matter? I don't know. Is this where the cap goes and this is where the ink pad goes? Yeah, they both fit. It's all good. All right, I just want to wipe my brush because I know I was using some pretty dark colors with this, and I just want to make sure. Yeah, that boat neck shirt, I call it a slouchy shirt. It only comes in that gray. And that one and the V-necks do run a little small and a little less roomy than the crew shirts and all of the sweatshirts. Ah, there's my orange that I want. I think Danielle actually got that boat neck one last time. I always clean my table in between colors so I don't taint the color I'm trying to ink blend. All right. I'm going to have pink up, but see how pretty that looks with those bright colors on the edge. I'll bring it up so you guys can see. Look how pretty. And look at that beautiful orange. So pretty. I'm going to adhere this layer flat. Brienne says she's required by marriage to tell everybody when they do use their ink stands wrong. I would tell your husband that the beauty of his design is that it can work either way. That's what I have to say about that. Oh, thank you so much, Susan. I'm not going to lie, at the beginning of this live, she said that she always loves my color choices. At the beginning of this live, I was a little nervous that on very little sleep, I was going off script instead of just recreating the cards that I had on my website. But luckily, it wasn't a disaster. It all worked out. You can never go wrong with a good rainbow. Can never go wrong. All right, last thing we're going to do is add some bling. So I wanted to show you guys my most favorite bling is from Trinity Stamps, and I have them all organized in this bead organizer, and actually 3 of these will fit in an Alex drawer. So you can fit a lot. Sequins can go in them. But when you order from Trinity, they come not labeled. They actually might come labeled. I'm trying to remember, but they come already in the containers, which I love. And the ones from them that I use the most is they have these rhinestones and pearls. You can kind of see them in there. And they have so many fun colors. But not only that, they have really fun, like little shapes. Like look at how cute these little snowmen are. Let's see if we can get them to show up. Right? Little snowmen. These are some little Santa Claus. These would be really cute in a shaker. Right? There's penguins. So, so, so cute. Sorry, I'm trying to get it to focus. There we go. And then they have, look at these like peppermints and candy canes. Are these not the funnest for holiday cards, right? And then I wanted to just show you because, you know, rainbow all of the things. Look how cute these are. Rainbow candy canes, and then these fun little rainbow dials, pinwheels. So this is all Trinity stamps. I do have an affiliate link over on my Janabler page, but I just love Trinity. They're so great, and she's really awesome and supports my art retreats and my events, just like Hero Arts does as well. All right, so we're going to pick some bling. This one will be easy. I feel like I want to do something dramatic like this on this one. I might do it. You only live once, right? Could be subtle, but I don't know. I'm feeling the drama. And then this one, I actually want to put a little bit of rainbow. So we'll do a little pink, a little orange, a little yellow, a little green, and a little teal. So we'll do like, oh, and then in the center, I want to put just a, oh, I don't know if I actually have, I wanted just a iridescent one, which I have these, but these are really all, oh, maybe they're not all small. Oh, nope, there's a big one in there. Okay. Melanie says, oh dear, I need all of those bits. Well, if you are going to place an order with Trinity, I really recommend this little dish. You'll see me use it in just a minute. And I do love their picker-upper tool. One end is like the waxy picker-upper, and then the other end is like a paper piercer. So I'm going to do the rainbow one last. Let's get this one out of the way first. But I love this little tray because I can pour my gems in here and be able to kind of fish around at what colors I want. And then it has the little funnel so I can pour them all back in very easily, which I love. Love, love, love. So what I like to do is I pick out what I want. And I'm going to use what I already determined for good sequin placement for my blog post. And just do the same thing. So I'm not worried about, does this look good? I've already hem and hawed enough about that when I made the cards for my blog. Oh yeah, I really love this dramatic rhinestone color. This one is called Extravagant Emerald. Very, very pretty. Jen, can you share with us when you can the packaging for the Nina cardstock you use, please? I bought some and it stayed smooth. So the Nina packaging is on my Copic 101 blog post. So again, if you search Copic 101 and Jen Shirkus, it should come up. Or if somebody on Facebook, Liz is asking, if somebody on Facebook knows the link, if they could drop it in the comments, that would be awesome. I know Brienne dropped it in the comments earlier, but I can't remember if she's watching on Facebook or YouTube. So this is the gem picker-upper. I pick up the rhinestone and I'm going to place a dab of glue. And then I don't like to squish down my rhinestones, so I don't have any glue oozing out the edges. So I'm just using my tweezers to move it off of the picker-upper. And then I kind of just tap it and move it around with the other end. I place the glue onto the card, and then I kind of just push off the gem into the glue. I don't push down the gem because I want gravity to take its course, and that way you won't have any glue ooze off the edges. That was probably a little bit too much glue for this little one. And Meg, I know I had asked you which one was your favorite shirt, but I missed your answer. So if you're still here and want to chime in again. Yes, I love how Gina K says that. Better than horrible. Better than horrible. So my gem got flipped over, so I'm flipping it upright again. And I'm going to just show you guys. So see how I had some glue ooze out because my gem flipped? I just use this piercing tool. I'm going to hold my gem in place. And I just wipe away the glue. It is going to dry clear and it is going to dry matte, but you do see it still a little bit. So I just try to get the most of it up. And again, I'm just kind of using this paper piercer side to just wipe it away. And that was mainly because I was looking at comments and placing a gem at the same time. All right, it sounds like it's raining outside. I didn't know it was going to rain. Oh, a Crafty Soul one. Yeah, I love that with the little heart. I allowed myself to get a couple new shirt items. They sold out so quickly last time. I didn't really get any, but I got the Coffee and Crafting sweatshirt that I wore during the live the other night. And then I got the teal Glitter All the Things t-shirt. But look how cute those dramatic gems. Oh, I love it. I'm glad I went a little crazy and decided to go for the drama tonight. So that's that card. And now very easy to put my gems away. Again, it has that nice little funnel. They're all just going to go right back into this package. Close it up, right? And then I can put it right back into my organizer. All right, so now we're going to do our rainbow gems, which I won't pour out as many. I know I want this clear one in the center. I'm actually going to try to pick out the ones that I want. So let's see. Or you can take like a little pinch and put it in the tray so then you can kind of see the different sizes. So, pink. Just looking. We'll do pink, orange, yellow. Oh, this is actually going to work out perfectly, I think. Thank you guys. I'm glad that you like how this is turning out. Thanks again for sticking with me. I know it was a little discombobulated because I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. So let me just tell you the names of these in case you're being enabled to get them. The pink is Morganite Muse. The orange is Amber Glow. The clear that I used is Crystal Clear. Let's see, the yellow is Brilliant Citrine. Let's see, so we got the pink, the orange. We're going to do a little yellow right here. The green is Androdite Sparkle. I might be pronouncing that wrong. So this is what I love about Get Crackin' on Christmas, you guys, is the fact that if I was making my holiday cards all in the fall, I would not take the time to do some of these different things that I'm doing. And that's what I love about Get Crackin' on Christmas, because I think we all buy a lot of holiday supplies, but then we don't have as much time to play with it all. So again, that's just what I love. I love that not only did I create some traditional cards, I also have some non-traditional ones. And even though these are similar layouts, I've switched it up. All right, this is aquamarine ripple. Sorry, my words. So we're gonna place these. Just kind of wanted that clear one in the center. I suppose I could have done a yellow too. That would have been fine. But I like it goes pink, orange, yellow, green, blue up the card. I tend to put my sequins in a diagonal on the card or in little clusters, like clusters of 3, depending on the card design. I know sequin placing, gem placing stresses us all out. We never, you never know how it should be. My friend Jen says, and the bright colors reminds her of summer, which is way better than winter. And yeah, we're on the same page when it comes to that. I figure come December, to get this bright, fun card in the mail, it's just going to make whoever gets this one smile. And this one says you sparkle and it's Snowflake. So this is a great winter card. It could be a birthday, it could be a thank you, it could just be a hello. Look how cute, right? So we achieved our rainbow one. A little bit more traditional teals, those really bright inks from Simon Says Stamp, positively saturated. Don't forget, over on my website, all the color combos that I used for these with Distress Oxides are listed. Okay. And then there's also this pink one that I did with the die cut snowflake, all sparkled out. I love a good pink snowflake. I think it's so, so pretty. But look at this, you guys. 4, 5, I have 7 holiday cards done, ready to go out to my friends and family. Did I miss any questions? Because I feel like questions were a little weird for me tonight, streaming on both platforms. So I wanted to make sure. Colleen says, I can't even think of Christmas. And I get it. I know sometimes it's hard. Trust me, as a designer right now, I'm designing Halloween and Christmas cards, and it's tricky, especially when it's so hot out. It's nice out. If you live in a place that has 4 seasons. But I just like to do it now so I am not stressed later. Let's see. The pink is Cheryl's favorite. I love it. Yes, I've got to put them on card bases, but these gems are not dry, so I'm not going to do card bases tonight. But thank you for reminding me. Mr. Harley, Gus, and Jack are good. You might have actually just heard Gus because Chris walked by him, and so he always squawks at him. I bet, I can't see them, but I bet they all 3 are sleeping on the couch, living their best life ever. Thank you, Brianne, for reminding people if you're Genabled to want anything that I used tonight, I would love for you to use my links. I have all of the supplies that I used on the top cards linked over on my blog. The only different supplies that I used tonight was the Simon Says Stamp Positively Saturated ink. So you could use my Simon Says Stamp link on my Genabled page. And then the Trinity embellishments, I have a link for Trinity on my Genabler alert page as well. Let's see. I just want to make sure I don't miss any questions. You're welcome, you guys. Thank you so much. Sharna and Brianne, I appreciate you guys adding links into the chats for me. And that's a wrap, you guys. So remember, the gems that I used, I just dumped a bunch of gems, but the gems I used on the Snowflake card were Extravagant Emerald. I'm showing the camera anyways, Extravagant Emerald. I already flipped the camera to be my face. Oh boy, you guys. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me for Get Crackin' on Christmas. You can find all the details for this little initiative over on my website, shirkus.com. I would love to see you guys in an online class. If you post any holiday cards, be sure to use the hashtag Get Cracking on Christmas. And hopefully I will see you guys in July. Remember, the third Thursday of the month is when I post on my website. And that's when I will let you guys know when my live will be. I tend to either do it that Thursday night or even the next day on Friday night. I know sometimes that's a little bit easier for people with getting, home from work. Awesome, Heidi. I'm so glad you got some pink snowflakes done. And remember, in July, I'm going to be doing a Christmas in July. There's going to be a lot of giveaways and a lot of fun happening because come July, you really got to get cracking, you guys. Thank you so much for joining. It was nice chatting with you guys.